Not even actually ready to be live yet, but I know you're all going to whinge if I'm not actually live at 8:30. So I thought I'd give you a treat and be live on time. How's about them apples, chat? How are we doing? How are we doing on this fine Friday evening? Welcome all to the 40k After Dark stream, your weekly stream where we talk a little bit about 40k, a little bit about the hobby, a little bit about the thing we love the most, Mr. the Warhammer, and then we probably talk about nonsense and tell horrifically offensive jokes the rest of the night. Luce will be joining us shortly. She's just up in the shower, and when she does join us, she'll have her little bell of power at the point in which we've done half an hour of 10th edition content, because it's Friday, and I'm conscious that we're talking loads about all the 10th edition rules lately. Once we've done an hour of our 10th edition content, she will then ding the bell, and we will have to talk about other stuff, our feelings and shit, I guess. How are you all doing? Anyway, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining us. Big shout out to Aaron, who became a member before the stream even went live. You, sir, are an incredible legend. Thank you so much. You absolute bloody hero. That is one of the many ways you can support the channel. If you want to support the channel every single month without failure to make sure we can keep doing this full time and we can keep giving you amazing content and bringing you regular videos and soon get excited about lots of 10th edition bat reports, etc., etc., then you can, of course, choose to become a member all by yourself. If, however, you would like some attention, there's two ways you can do that. First of all, if you've got nothing to say, you can gift memberships. You can give other people a little peek behind the scenes on the channel, let them see what it's all about, get them to come and hang out in Discord, get them to check out members-only videos, get them to be involved in members-only chats, etc., etc., etc. Finally, what you can do if you really want to attention seek is what Umbra's just done. Thank you for the 5. You're a hero. You can, in fact, super chat to support the channel. Good evening, you sexy man. Never fear, I'm here. I'm glad you're here, Umbra, you beautiful human being. If you do super chat $10 or more, Amy will read it out for you as well. Right? She will read it out for you. That's incredible. Mordy Hammer, thank you for the poo. You're amazing. Tonight we are going to be talking about the Grey Knights release, which is an interesting run. Of course, there's other ways, finally, you can support the channel. That's all the magical YouTube buttons. This stuff's free. This stuff costs nobody anything. You can hit that like button if you enjoy the content. Smash subscribe if you haven't already. And hit that bell notification icon if you want to be notified every single time we go live or drop a new video. You are all beautiful people. Ghasty says, true professional now does know the time. There you go. Got you. Got you back. No one in the chat, I looked in the chat before I went live, and no one in there said anything about us being late. No one, right? And so I went live on time. There you go. That's how that works. All right. Munch is in chat as well. He still hasn't got a gifted membership, people. Still hasn't got a gifted membership. Big Bad Pig Gaming, thank you for the 2. Who's playing who next week? Why did you move paints? That, I've made space for Lego Hogwarts Express. Big Bad Pig Gaming, because I don't think we're going to get to Lego Millennium Falcon Fund anytime soon. So that's why we did that. Right? You're amazing. Tonight, people, we are drinking the finest Aspel's Draft Cider. A crisp, medium dry cider with the aroma of fresh green apples. Nice bit of cider, nice bit of fresh cider tonight, because I have forgotten to order some mead. I need to do that tomorrow. Get some hold of some more Vikings blood. I might do that actually at the end of the stream. Anyway, you people are beautiful humans. Thank you already for the 60 likes. Can we smash through that 100 straight away? That'd be super cool if we could hit 100 immediately. That'd be amazing. Thank you so much for all the support straight away on stream. We're going to dive straight into Grey Knights. And the reason why we're going to dive straight into Grey Knights is because, like I said, the candle flickering is off-putting. Is it? Do you care? Because the reason why we're going to dive straight into Grey Knights is simply because at 10:30, not 10:30, at 10 o'clock, sorry, Lucy's going to ding her bell, right? And when she dings her bell, we can't talk about the 10th edition rules anymore. And I'll be honest with you, probably will a little bit, right? Aran, thank you for the gifted membership. You're a legend. Mordy Hammer, thank you for the gifted membership. You're also a legend. Thank you so much. That's Liam pissed in about 15 minutes. Not at all. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. So, Grey Knights. I need to F11 it. Whoop, like this. I will add all these gifted memberships to the total as well, by the way. Thank you so much, people. If you're gifted a membership, by the way, first of all, please make sure you use it, because people have paid for you to get all the benefits of the channel. So please make sure you use it. Secondly, if you do like it and you enjoy it, the second that membership runs out, think about taking out your own membership. Alternatively, what you can do is you can take that membership you've just been gifted, you can upgrade it for £4 to Jarl tier, okay? And if you upgrade it, it then becomes a subscription all of itself. Loads of people do that actually. They upgrade to Jarl tier. They get themselves access to the Jarls only giveaway that we do every single month for a combat patrol box, currently live in Discord. So if you do get a gifted membership, if you are a Skull tier and you upgrade tonight to Jarl for £4, you can go into Discord, into the Jarl section, click the response to the giveaway to enter yourself into that giveaway. You could then be in with a chance of winning a combat patrol box of your choice. We give one away every single month out of my own pennies. Element used to supply us with those. I didn't want to get rid of the giveaway because it's important to our Jarls because we have a lot of Jarls. And so I've kept it and I'm supplying that box now. But you can, just for £4, you can upgrade to Jarl and potentially win a £90 box set from Games Workshop, right? I say get more candles. That's going to go eventually. It's just I was looking very plain. Also, it smelt like kebab meat earlier. So I put that up to make it smell nice and I've forgotten to take it down. And eventually we're going to replace it with the Hogwarts Express Lego train. I'm in a Lego phase right now, people. Lean into it. I did, however, today start building my Plasma Decimator for my Imperial Knight Dominus. And I'm building the Castellan because the Harpoon looks mental. Anyway. Need more subscribers, specifically number is unacceptably low. We do need more subscribers, Adam. I'm trying very hard. I can't seem to get any subscriber growth. If every single person wants to go out there and grab 25 friends, it'd be amazingly helpful. Or 100 friends, it'd be great. But for some reason, the channel doesn't grow in subs. But you know what? I'm still having fun. I'm still enjoying it. I still like your company. So the screenshot, let's talk about Grey Knights. I was a little shocked, okay? I was a little shocked to see the faction focus rules for Grey Knights, okay? Warhammer 40k, faction focus, Grey Knights. Let's dive straight into it, chat, and we'll talk about this in a brief moment. Okay, demons are a royal pain in the Imperium's behind, and their otherworldly warp-fueled abilities make them especially nightmarish for regular rank-and-file soldiers to deal with. Even Space Marines have a hard time dealing with major incursions, which is why the ever-thoughtful Emperor founded a sect of specialist demon hunters to fight back against the galaxy's worst warp spawn in secret. One chapter versus every demon in the galaxy. That's just how good the Grey Knights are. Okay? Grey Knights are tasked with vanquishing all things born from the warp. Armed with sanctified war gear and specialist training designed to take down creatures of the Empyrean, they're just as deadly when facing more material factions. However, disciplined psychic abilities, finely honed blades, and barking storm bolters make Grey Knights a terror on the assault, and their signature teleport strikes will decapitate an Orc War or a High Fleet incursion as easily as any Chaos cult. Okay. Why are you not magnetising your knight? I don't do magnets. I'm not subscribed, Liam, but I can't because I'm a moron and my YouTube is set to brand. No, you're not a member, Yorkshire Hammer. You are a subscriber, because if you weren't a subscriber, you wouldn't be able to comment. So you're still doing something, mate. You're a hero. Thank you. As far as the Imperial Citizens, I think you can change the account from branded nowadays as well, but don't worry about it, right? It's fine. As far as the Imperial citizens lucky enough to see them are concerned, the Grey Knights are a pure embodiment of the Emperor's divine wrath. They appear from nowhere in a flash of light and fury, their shining silver armour blazing with a corona of psychic energy. The Sons of Titan employ teleportation with a skill few can match, deploying and even redeploying in massed teleport assaults, guided by the prognosticars and protected from the hazardous warp. Listen to this as an army rule. I kind of love it, but I feel like it's mad strong at the moment. Mad strong. Right, Papa Chaos, welcome to the channel. Thank you for becoming a Jarl. You listen to me. Get yourself in that giveaway straight away, man. If your army's faction is Grey Knights, at the end of your opponent's turn, you can select a number of Grey Knights units from your army with this ability, excluding units that are within engagement range of one or more enemy units. The maximum units you can select depends on the battle sizes below. So we're typically playing Strike Force, right? 2,000 points. Typically, we're looking at up to 3 units. Once you've made your selections, remove those units from the battlefield. In the reinforcement step of your next movement phase, set each of those units up anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 9 inches horizontally away from all enemy models. Any units that are not on the battlefield at the end of the battle count as destroyed. Is this mad? I mean, thematic, narrative, cool, mad. This is mental good, is it not? Jeez, like, I feel like this is crazy, crazy, crazy good. But it gets better, chat. So Grey Knights have always been averagely mobile with things like their teleport troops, and you have Nemesis Grandmasters with teleport devices, all that kind of stuff. This is going a bit mad, okay? They have got great mobility here. So think about it, right? Have a unit hidden in your own deployment zone behind cover in your own turn. Your opponent can't shoot them because it's behind cover. End of his turn, you just teleport out. You start units on the battlefield, just teleport them out. There's many things you can do. This is an amazing rule. It's a very, very good rule. It seems maybe incredibly strong. Then you add it to this deep strike ability, right? The ability to pick a handful of units, not this deep strike ability, we'll get around that in a minute. The ability to pick a handful of units each round and put them back down wherever you like is a powerful tool, especially considering every infantry unit on the roster, plus the hulking Nemesis Dreadnought suits, also comes with deep strike as standard. So they've all got deep strike. They've all got deep strike. So you can hold stuff in deep strike reserve, deep strike it on the table, and you can continuously deep strike redeploy using this as well throughout the whole game. Insane mobility. Insane mobility. Every single turn at the end of your opponent's turn. And the thing is, it's at the end of your opponent's turn, right? It says, at the end of your opponent's turn, you select number of knights, and then your reinforcement steps. And literally at the end of your opponent's turn, you put 3 in reserve, and then your next movement phase, which is literally straight after, there's a command phase in between, obviously, you redeploy them. That's mad good. Deep strike during declare, but I mean, this is deep strike. I'm not going to bore you with reading this. It's deep strike. Everyone knows what deep strike is. Grey Knights always get to fight on ground of their own choosing, and any opponent will face an uphill struggle to pin them down or isolate objectives. Seizing control of the battlefield becomes even harder when faced with a teleport strike force detachment. Faced with tricky terrain or blockading troops, these warriors can simply teleport shunt their way right through. So I was like, teleport shunting. Surely that's for the jump infantry with the weird, crazy backpacks, right? No. This might happen to be a detachment rule for every Grey Knights unit with the deep strike ability, which is all of them, as I've just said. Each time a Grey Knight unit with the deep strike ability advances, do not make an advance roll. Instead, until the end of the phase, add 6 inches to that unit's move characteristics, and that unit can fly. I mean, if you add that to the army rule, what were they thinking? This is fucking madness. They're going to be impossible to play against because you just can't bullet, you can't move block them. You just, what? This is mad good. They can do what? Your fucking standard strike squads, well, assuming they move 6 because they're a Space Marine, all get 12-inch fly if you advance.
So with the rules we have seen so far, I feel like chaos are getting done dirty. And are you sticking to your hobby goals like you promised?
Yes, Lehman, thank you for keeping me honest. I am in fact sticking to my hobby goals. Like I said, Plasma Decimator, Knights and Sisters, they're my hobby goals. I'm sticking to them. It's very, very hard. All the times I see all these little rule factions, I get an urge to do every fucking army they showcase right now, right? So Deep strike can be done turn 1 according to that article. I don't think anyone knows that. Does it though? If a model unit has ability, you can set up the reserves instead of setting up the battlefield. If you're doing the reinforcement step of your movement phases, you can set the battlefield that's more. So that, I mean, that's always been the case, Pip. That's always been the case. The thing that limits it has always been the chapter approved. So it depends on what the chapter approved missions say specifically, right? Unit spot. I mean, this is mad good. But you're right. Like even in 9th edition, you can deep strike on turn 1 if you're not playing chapter approved. That's always been a thing, right? Liam, can I shock you? Starius doesn't think the detachment rule is very good. If you listen to him on his opinions on 40k, I mean, long and short of it, Leaks, is don't, right? That, as an army-wide ability, teleport shunt, 12-inch fly on everything that's got deep strike, which is everything, and then the ability to redeploy 3 units every single turn, that is mad good. Mad good, right? Now, I've said this a million times before, we have to be cognizant of the fact that they could have just all gone up in points, and they could be super expensive and be a very elite army, and so they need this kind of maneuverability, which is super cool. But if you're seeing as many Grey Knights as we've previously seen with all this ability, mad good, right? And imagine how far, like Terminators have deep strike. You're telling me that with the teleport shunt rule, a Terminator can fly 12 inches on the battlefield? What? Purgation Squad. Oh, by the way, Russ, also, I actually don't feel like Chaos is being done that dirty. I think Death Guard has been disappointing to me on the whole, but everything else I've seen, Thousand Suns look good, World Eaters I'm really happy with on the whole. I don't like the fact that we lost Blood Tithe as it is currently from a narrative perspective, but I think the rules are really strong, and Chaos Space Marines look decent to me as well. I love Dark Packs as a narrative. I love Dark Packs. Purgation Squad. So, okay, 6-inch move, toughness 4, 2 up safe. Straight in there with a 2-up save. Okay, so the Space Marines that all have Artificer armor. Wounds 2, Leadership 6+, Objective Control 1. Incinerator keeps AP -1, ignores cover, Torrent weapon, which means it auto hits. Silencer is a psychic weapon with exploding hits. Strength 6 shots, strength 5, no AP, 1 damage. A Psy Cannon is also a psychic weapon, hitting on 3, strength 8, -1, 2 damage. Stormbolters, rapid fire 2, 2 shots, ballistic skill 3, 4. We know that already. All right, close combat weapon is a normal close combat weapon, but then we have this Nemesis Force weapon now. We don't have Nemesis Force Halberd, Nemesis Force Sword, Nemesis Force Sticks, Nemesis Force bread and butter knife. We just have Nemesis Force weapons now.
I can just imagine Alaris Custodes and Grey Knights going at each, teleporting everywhere. Worst game of Marco Polo I've ever seen.
Ross, thank you for the 10. That's a brilliant comment, right? So Nemesis Force weapons now seem to have all been rolled into one type of force weapon, whether you've got a hammer, whether you've got a halberd, whether you've got a stave, whether you've got a sword. Honestly, I'm not against it. Strength 6, -2, 2 damage, 3 attacks a model seems pretty good. If we think that perhaps strikes will all have 3 attacks a model with that profile, they are incredibly terrifying. This is where I am having a problem, Lehman Russ. Seeing today's rules, I really want a Grey Knight army. Anyway, core, deep strike, because they've all got it, teleport soul, astral aim in your shooting phase.
Since they leave at the end of your opponent's turn, I wonder if the unit will avoid taking a battle shock test since it is no longer on the battlefield.
It will 100% avoid a battle shock test, Sheep Avenger, because it's not on the battlefield. So you can pull a unit that's taking casualties off the battlefield, do your command phase, not roll a battle shock test, and then deep strike it in your movement phase. You are completely correct. That is another thing you can do. Absolutely. Right? It's mad, right? Anyway, astral aim in your shooting phase. Ranged weapons equipped by models in this unit have the indirect fire ability, provided the target of that weapon is visible to one or more other Grey Knight Psychic units. Super cool narrative rule. Big fan of it, like it. The big thing is that 2+ save, though. 2+ save on purgation squads, right? That's good. Coupled with the excellent mobility provided by their army rule, purgation squads can easily scoot behind cover before unleashing a fusillade from unexpected quarters. When overt in-your-face power is the order of the day, Grey Knights can instead strap into their unique Nemesis Dread Knights. These massive walking warsuits give individual warriors the ability to go toe-to-toe with the greater demons and prevail, especially for a Grand Master who can unleash a surge of wrath to slaughter the biggest baddies. Okay. 8-inch move, toughness 8, 2+ save, 13 wounds. Seems reasonable. That all seems okay. Gatling silencer, again, psychic and exploding hit rolls, but this is the big version, so it's a 24-inch range with 12 shots. Ballistic skill 3, strength 6. Grand Master, by the way, only ballistic skill 3+, which I thought was interesting. The heavy incinerator, which ignores cover and torrent, same but 2d6 shots. Okay, the heavy side cannon, 24 inches, so it's bigger range, 6 attacks, strength 10, -1 flat, 3 damage. All of these hitting on 3s, apart from the flamer, which I thought was interesting. Now here's where they haven't wound the Nemesis weapons into single weapon, so you can take the Dread Fist as standard, right? You get 6 attacks, strength 6, -1, 1 damage. Honestly, underwhelming for giant fists on a big mech. Nemesis Demon Hammer, however, becomes psychic, so does the Great Sword. 5 attacks with the Demon Hammer, hitting on 4s now for a Grand Master, which I think is interesting. But strength 14, -3, d6 +1 damage. Then the Great Sword, where you've got a strike and sweep profile, so 5 or 10 attacks. Strength 10 or strength 5, -2 or -1, d6 or 1 damage. For me, the sword is probably the winner there, only because the hitting on 4s really fucking hurts, right? Deadly Demise, D3, Deep Strike, Teleport Assault, Surge of Wrath. Once per battle round, in the fight phase, one model from your army's ability can use it before resolving its attacks. If it does so until the end of the phase, each time that model makes an attack that targets a monster or vehicle, you can reroll the hit roll, and you can reroll the wound roll, and you can reroll the damage roll. Alright, fuck that. Hammer it is then. Put the hammer on it. There we go. Hammer it is, because you've got that once per battle round. Brilliant. Heroism's favourite. Each time, less rerolls though, chat, remember. Each time you target this model with a stratagem, it only costs 1 CP to use, even if the CP cost is higher. Really nice little rule like that one. 4+ invulnerable save. Looks pretty tasty. Do these have an invuln? No, they don't. So he looked cool. He doesn't look bad. I'm still surprised at the 3s across the board for a Grand Master in Nemesis Dread Knight. I would have expected that to be 2s. And then the hammer to be 3s, but okay. Every member of the Grey Knights is a walking wellspring of psychic power, and each unit has a different psychic ability. Purifier squads are all about incinerating their enemies up close with Radiant Soulfire, and their Purifying Flame psychic weapon adds a potent short-range blast to go along with their Storm Bolters and specialist weapons. So Purifying Flame, which is an additional weapon, it looks like. Anti-Infantry 2+, which means on a 2+ roll to wound, you will automatically wound infantry, and it will count as a critical wound. Ignores cover, psychic, 18 inches, 1 attack, but that's per model, I would assume. So squad of 5 will have 5 attacks. Business skill 3 plus strength 4 minus 1 damage. That's quite nice. Many of the teleport strike force stratagems take advantage of their coming and going by granting boons to units that just arrived by deep strike or teleport assault, enforcing their role as a series of precise hammer blows that land wherever the enemy doesn't want them. Keeping your limited numbers safe during these dangerous maneuvers is of paramount importance. Fortunately, every marksman have serious trouble aiming at squads haloed in Soulfire, so your movement phase, a Grey Knight Psychic unit from your army that is arriving using the Deep Strike or Teleport Assault abilities this phase. Until the start of your next movement phase, you cannot be targeted by range attacks unless the attacking model is within 12. So essentially, pick a unit and you get Lone Operative. Very strong. 2 CP is right. If that was 1 CP, that'd be busted. 2 CP is right there. That's a good strat. Don't forget, if you put that on your Nemesis Dread Knight, who happens to be a Psyker, who happens to be able to come in by Deep Strike or Teleport Assault, it will only cost you 1 CP to put it on him, so you can jump him in via Deep Strike or Teleport Assault, spend 1 CP in your first turn, and they can't target him. He basically gains Lone Operative as a Toughness 8, 13 wound, 2-up save monster. Very strong. Very strong, that stratagem. When a charge hits home and those Nemesis force weapons start chopping, extra motes of psychic power can be channeled directly into the blades themselves, wreathing swords and halberds in searing flame that slices through armor, and potentially even invulnerable saves with Radiant Strike, right? 2 CP again. A Grey Knight Psyker, so if you put it on your Grandmaster, again, 1 CP, right? Until the end of the phase, melee weapons equipped by models in your unit have the Psychic ability, also have devastating wounds. Until the end of the phase, melee weapons equipped by models in your unit. So in this particular instance, if you picked his Demon Hammer there with Psychic, that would gain devastating wounds. As would actually all the Gatling Silencer or the Heavy Cyclone. They would both gain devastating wounds. Because it's just models. This isn't the end of the phase. Oh, melee weapons. Sorry, melee weapons. It's not. I'm lying to you. It's not the guns, just melee weapons. Word from the studio, I've got bored of reading these because it's nonsense. There's no way they've actually written that themselves. That's been written for them and they just put their name to it. Faction focus for Monday is Drakari. That is Grey Knights. Chat, what do we think? What do we think, chat? Ooh, F11. What do we think? Too good? Not good enough? Has Mother of the National Treasure done her run? No, I think that's on July the 15th or something. 10th is wild. So Tank Top Games, yeah, it is. Thank you so much, Pip, for the 5, by the way. Annoyingly, that's the style I used to love in fantasy on an army I didn't want to make before. What do you mean? Oh, for the Grey Knight rules? They'll be fun, right? They'll be fun now. Right now, I need to add 2 gifted memberships to the total, which is... Oh, we're going to go over 1,700 now. So let's go to here. Let's go to here. We're going to go to... Look at that, chat. Look at you lot go. I think I didn't plan to buy a Grey Knight's army, damn it. Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, I read them today, and they look like they're going to be a ton of fun to play. And, as people have already pointed out, the asterisks at the bottom of the article do in fact state... those who aren't subsequently mind wipe, blah, 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 etc. Basically, they've said that the army's quite elite, right? So it looks like they're not going to have as many models as they currently have access to. Joe and I spoke about this yesterday when we found out that Grey Knights was the next army. The only thing that makes me glad about this whole Grey Knight nonsense is that for my personal hobby, I don't like the Grey Knight models. The Grey Knight models suck. So for my personal hobby, it's not actually a massive risk because I don't want to buy the derpy Grey Knight Strike Forces. And I mean, for the channel, that's a different story. That's a Joe problem, not a me problem, right? He's got to deal with it. But from a model perspective, for me personally, I don't really love the Grey Knight models as they are. Rules, super cool. Narrative, super cool. Models, it's fucking derpy, look stupid. If they start releasing scaled up Strike Marines and scaled up Grey Knight Terminators, I'm going to be in real problems as to not keeping on track with my hobby goals for 2023. Well, for 10th edition, actually, not for 2023, because it takes me longer than a fucking year to build and pay an army, because I spent too much time entertaining you bastards. Is your microphone in place? Are you not going to move it again?
The more of the previews I see, the more I think Custodes will be bonkers. They are handing out mortal wounds like candy with all the devastating wounds.
Are you happy with where it is now? Okay. Right, I'll say one thing before I say what I'm about to say. The one thing I will say is I am incredibly excited about 10th edition. This is not a slight on how excited I am about this new edition. I think it's going to be bonkers. I think it's going to be so much fun. I think it's going to be crazy. I think it's not going to be balanced. I just think it's going to be really, 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 really enjoyable, right? Really, really enjoyable. However, the person who wrote one of the very first articles that said we've reduced lethality and we've reduced rerolls and we've reduced auras, I'm hoping that at some point in the near future he's being disciplined or sacked because he's so far off the mark. Anybody who thinks the amount of devastating wounds, mortal wounds, lethal hits, rerolls, auras is less is on absolute fucking crack. And when they go back into Warhammer World on Monday, should probably be drug tested because I feel like they'd fail. It's madness right now, right? I'm for it. I think it's exciting. But my only concern about 10th edition at the moment is that certain armies versus certain armies might not get past the first turn or two. In the certain armies in the hands of a very good, very competent player have, I believe, honest potential to go for turn 1 and 2 tablings, which is madness. Currently, they get mortals on 6 in addition to other damage instead of it. Yeah, but they get a single mortal wound in addition, Jack, rather than just do the damage as mortal wounds. Things seem lethal still. Tank.game, things seem super lethal. Brood Rooster Paul, you've just upgraded to Jarl tier. What a hero. Make sure you get yourself in the giveaway, which I think is drawn in 4 days or 5 days' time. Yorkshire Hammer says, it's going to be like the Wild West again, Liam. It might not be balanced, but it's going to be hilarious. We'll all have a great time. It's going to be hilarious. I'm going to have a great time. I can't wait. It's looking bonkersly entertaining and for watching and playing. Oh, as a channel, I think this is going to be amazing. I think this is going to be the most entertaining tabletop game that GW have ever produced for content. As long as we can steer Joe away from spamming 3 of everything that's strong, I think that we can create so much fun, bonkers, lunatics moments. I'm all for it, to be honest with you. All right? Big Bad Pit Gamer, thank you for the 5. Very elite and very movable. You didn't answer my first question in my first super chat. What paint scheme are you going for on your knights? I don't know is the answer. The knights. What was your first question in your first super chat? Did I miss that one as well? Who is playing who next week? No idea is the answer. I think me and Joe are playing each other on Tuesday with Guard versus Tyranids. I think Luce is B-teaming it on the deck. She's nodding at me, so it looks like Brom's already given her the warning order. Yeah, absolutely. So there you go. As for Thursday next week, I have no idea what we're doing. It could be mental. I can't tell you why. Big Bad, keep it. So thank you for the extra 5. So colour scheme of the nights. I'm actually thinking about going a bit different. I'm trying to base it on like famous kind of Viking-y kind of colours. I think I'm going to do a black subframe rather than a standard metallic subframe. It's a lot of that'll be a lot of airbrush work and probably dry brushing greys and stuff like that. I think that will look super cool. And then the armor, I'm actually looking at a combination of probably a gold or bronze trim with majority red and some light blue. But I don't know if red and light blue will go. I think it'll look super striking and very cool, but we'll only find out once I've painted it. It could be a nightmare. And then Stick Monkey, the big bad Welsh legend that is. Sean, you fucking hero, has just upgraded. He's now one of the biggest dicks in chat. Are you hovering over that fucking bell? He's upgraded himself to Thane. What a legend. Thank you so much. Make sure you get yourself, Sean, into the WhatsApp chat for the Thanes. That's getting fucking busy now. That's my most busy, most engaging, most enjoyable WhatsApp chat at the moment. So get yourself in there. And if you struggle to get in it, because the link's fucking around for some people in Discord at the moment, just give me a shout, send me a number, and I'll add you in manually, right? And if you don't know what that is, anyone who's a Thane tier or above can come and join me in the only Thanes.
Doesn't that feel good?
The only thing I don't like it when you hit my bell. The only Thanes WhatsApp chat is now available to people who are Thanes and above, and you can come and hang out with us in WhatsApp, a more private, more exclusive, more behind the scenesy view at the channel, what goes on here, and just an ability to chat to me in personal, because, you know, tie-dye colour scheme. Oh, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? I don't think I could do that. Gold trim is a brave choice. It would look amazing, but it's such an annoying colour to use sometimes. Yeah, the gold trim...
Does this fucking bell work or not?
We're not talking about 10th edition anymore.
You're still talking about Warhammer.
It's a Warhammer channel.
Chat, can you hear it? Can you hear that? I don't think you can hear
Escapade saying, what, Belle? I didn't hear anything. Gold with the purple wash is nice.
You're not saying it right anyway. It's escape.
Escape.
It's from Dory.
Did he confirm that that's actually from Dory?
I'm sure he did. And because he's such a gentleman, even if I'm wrong, he will spare my blushes and he will say I'm right anyway.
Anyway, that's a look at Grey Knights. I think their bonk is good. I have to wrap this up now because Zeus will get upset because she's hit my bell.
Yeah, I tolerate so much 40k in this house.
So I think they look incredibly strong. I'm very, very tempted to throw them at Joe to make as an army for the channel for 10th edition because I think they're going to be amazing. Not forgetting that Big Chris, who is... What's he called? Is he Big Eddie? I think he's Big Eddie.
No, he's Love Island. No, he's not.
No, Paddy is Love Island Eddie. No.
Okay. Really?
I can't remember who's who now. I don't remember the names. I hear no bell. None of them hear the bell loose.
Some heard it. Some of them heard it.
So Big Chris does have a full Grey Knights army. So we have got a Grey Knights army on the channel, right? And Chris will be back soon. In fact, I think he's back in the country now as well.
Who's
the
that?
full team's getting back together.
They're all back now. They're all back from the office.
Yeah.
They're all back from
It's better than a Take That reunion.
Yeah. Oh, right. Well, let's get the members of Take That up. Who's who?
I reckon if all of us wear unbuttoned shirts and get a wind machine, that shit will sell.
Oh, that's an idea. It doesn't even need a wind machine. Just
If we can get
that can
me,
rotate.
Joe, Brom, Eddie, Paddy, Chris, unbuttoned shirts, topless wind machine, right? We'd have to undo Joe's hair so it's flowing in the wind, and then get still of that, and we'll make that the channel's banner.
But can you do the tone change and the get up from the bar stool mid song? Can you do that? Because if you can't do that, you're not a boy band.
If I'm honest, if I'm on a bar stool, there will get to a point where I'll be struggling to get off of it. Yeah.
Well, out of the two of us, who's really good at falling off bar stools?
However, there will in fact be a tone change.
It has to go. I think it's like an octave higher. I think.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know how you know so much about it. So
because I was a 90s baby.
So what you need to do, chat, if you do like the Grey Knight rules, if you're excited for them, when the video finishes, if you want to talk about it a bit more, stick a comment in the video description below afterwards. I read them all, and because we have to stop because Luce is strict, right? Yeah. It's not worth my life, chat.
I'm on a tight ship round here.
I'll get back to your comments and stuff. I think they look incredible. If you're a Grey Knights player, I think you should be excited. They look like they'd be super cool. And I actually kind of like the idea of them pushing the points up and making them more elite with some bonkers rules. I think that's amazing. Right? Right, Lehman Russ says, what bell? I hear no bell. That's it then. That's a week of Warhammer, a week of more 10th edition. Okay? We have seen rules for Orcs, rules for Chaos Knights, rules for Grey Knights, rules for Thousand Sons, and rules for another one, which is good. Oh, Custodes. 5 releases this week. Super exciting stuff. We've played some 40k on Tuesday. We played some 40k on Thursday. A couple of good games as we said goodbye to World Eaters, Ultramarines, Thousand Sons, and Black Legion. This is your Friday. Hopefully you people aren't working the weekend. I'm actually working on Sunday at an RTT at Factorum. Okay? But this is now the time on the channel every week where we chill out and we just chat about bollocks. And Carl said it right when he said, feelings time.
Well, actually, I have a question for you. Don't ask me what made me think of this question, but I thought this would be a really good question because I feel like it's very telling, your answer.
Okay.
What is the best day of the year to bury a body?
What? I'm gonna.
What is the best day? Not season, not month. The best
What
day.
country am I in? Can I pick a country as well?
Can
I pick a country as well?
Okay.
I can pick a country.
So we're going to skip over taking another. Okay, that's fine.
So, America, Halloween.
Yep. I'm with you. Because the Halloween, the Halloween's...
Looks like, yeah, that's what I had.
The Americans do Halloween the best, I think. And if you were to be seen dragging a dead body down the middle of the street, they'd just congratulate you on how real it looks.
I want to draw attention to something very quickly, Luce.
Yeah.
Escape. Okay. Just let this sink in. I'm working all 3 days this weekend.
Oh?
Yeah, that was...
Has he found the time machine? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No, there's still 7.
Yeah, I think if you go on Google Calendar right now, it's still showing as 2 at the moment, I think.
Poor guy.
That's how hard they're working in. He's working 3 days
They found that
over 2 days. Yeah.
Found it.
Thank you so much. Here's Horace, there's Horace, everywhere's Horace for the 2. Stream idea. Chat place, Loose Learns 10th, please.
Oh, Mystics. Halloween as well.
I feel like that could be a thing in the future if Lucy's up for it. Leaks, thank you for the 2. No wind machine. Just get Joe gassy. We don't need to get him gassy, Leaks.
There's no
He's
windows
just there.
in that garage.
Poor old Joe today was in the chat saying something about getting a gym membership. And I was like, why? It's like, I'm fed up of being the fat one on the channel.
No. He's not the fat one.
That's after Thursday when I'd fed him pie, chips and Monster.
Joey's lovely. I stole a chip off his plate.
He's not lovely.
He's lovely.
He's not lovely.
He's lovely. He's lovely, Joey.
What is he?
He is a national treasure that we must protect all.
There we go. There we go. You don't know it's bank holiday, Liam, because you're self-employed. Oh, it's bank holiday. Right. Yeah, I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I don't do bank holidays. That's
It
not
is a bank holiday.
Oh, I won't lie to you, chat. Weekends and bank holidays don't exist in my world. I'm still working tomorrow. I actually have a meeting tomorrow at 4 p.m. I'm still working tomorrow. I'm working Sunday, and I'll be working Monday. I don't really have a day off. But I'm not moaning. I love it, right? There's no whinge. Cantor, thank you for the 5. You're a hero. Thank you for your first ever super chat. You can kind of tell it's your first ever super chat as well, because you didn't leave a comment. So if you want to say, did you say something after your super chat? Let's have a look. Cantor. Blah, 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 blah. Where is it? Oh, it just says Wednesday. Oh, what day is the best day to bury a body? Wednesday.
Okay, yeah, all right. I went just any Wednesday, or because there's 52 of them. So which Wednesday?
Well, yeah, any Wednesday, I guess. It's hump day. Everyone's miserable anyway. They won't pay any attention. They're all just trying to get through the week,
We're all
aren't
just
they?
going through the motions by Wednesday.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for your first ever super chat, man. We really appreciate it. Don't forget, people, on top of the charity work we did over the last 2 days, where, fucking hell, people, before we started, I've said this a few times, but before we started donating to Joe's spawner, Joe's mother, before we started donating to her charity page, did I tell you about this? So Joe's mum's doing Race for Life for cancer research. Not cancer research, Macmillan Cancer Support. Okay.
Is she actually running?
Yeah, she's running.
Oh,
There's a date on I think it's the 15th or 17th of July, rings a bell, one of those days. And she's actually doing the Race for Life for Macmillan Cancer, right?
Amazing.
So she said, I had a chat with Joe about this yesterday, because he sent me the link on Wednesday. So she set a total for 250 quid, right?
Okay.
And she did the total really, really quickly. So then she upped her total, her goal, to £500, right? And then she got really worried because no one else donated. And she was getting a bit worried about it. Okay. So Joe said to his mum, I'll see if we can put the link in the channel. I'll see if Liam's okay with it. You know me and charity. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Joe was on the deck on Tuesday, and he actually posted the link in the chat, and someone donated 100 quid off the bat. So she was already happy because she was much closer to her £500 total. However, I posted the link on Wednesday and pinned it in chat and said, don't super chat to me, donate to Joe's mum instead.
Aww.
Did the same thing on the Liam and Joe show, did the same thing on the stream last night. I didn't put it in the chat last night, but it was in the description. We were down on super chats all night, which stings a little, but the really beautiful part of our community, the thing that makes me the proudest, she was on £420 when I took the link and put it in on the Wednesday night. When I looked earlier today, I haven't looked since, but when I looked earlier today, she was at 1,750 quid.
Oh my God.
Before gift aid, which is another 300 odd quid. So she's over £2,000 donated to Macmillan Cancer Research. Because of you people.
That's amazing. Well
you people are fucking mad lunatics, and I love you. Mad people like Rambo, thank you so much for gifting 5, putting us on more. So 1703 goes to, what's 3 plus 5? 8. It's been a long day. 1708. You're a hero, thank you so much. War Muscle, thank you for the 2. Working tomorrow and Monday, trying to get Sunday off. Well, I'm working Sunday too, so you get no sympathy from me. Stick Monkey, thank you for the 5. I manage a team that's 24/7, 365. My day off was Great Hall Gathering, and what a great day off it was. Hey, what a great... How do you... Surely you must have other managers, Sean, right? Surely. When the hole is dug for you. What? Are we still talking about the...
Burying a body.
Okay, the incubator of a national treasure. That's her name. Yeah, Eddie isn't that creepy. Really? Really? He's not, is he? Is he not? Where are we? There's some other comments up here as well. I actually thought Joe was looking trimmer than usual. Just wearing a bigger t-shirt. Point him in my direction, Rambo. Well, it's a gym membership that he's struggling with. He wants to get in the gym.
I find
Sam?
gyms to be one of those rooms that just the second I'm in it, I'm like, whose fucking idea was this? Why did I come in here?
I love the gym.
Hate it.
I need to get back into it. I need to get the current mental workload out the way. I need to get the America trip out the way. And I actually want to start getting back in the gym.
I get the anxiety about my heart rate dropping. And the second it's like 25% busy, then I get the anxiety of the next machine I need, someone's going to be on it, and then my heart rate will drop.
Oh, really?
I hate it. It's not relaxing. It's a fucking chore. I hate it.
I love the gym. Mind you, the one that I go to, because I'm very incredibly lucky to be able to work for myself, I can pick and choose times that I go where it's not that busy. So I found that if I'm in there at sort of like 10 o'clock in the morning, after the morning rush, before everyone gets on the cross trainer before they go to work, right?
I hate that machine.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I've also been at like 11 o'clock at night, dead. Love it. It's beautiful at that time. So, because, and you could arguably do the same. You can pick and choose when you go. It might not be that bad.
There was a thing I saw on Facebook. It was one of the reels, and it's this woman that's done a reel video, whatever you call it, and she's going on about how she likes to go commando in the gym. And the whole time this video is going on, I'm thinking, you've positioned this camera.
What page is that?
You've positioned this camera. You've sat in that shot because there's a mirror. You've carefully chosen the entire setup of this. And now you're going to be here preaching about going commando. And she must have said the word secretions about 10 times.
Oh.
I hate the gym.
I love the gym. I hate the peacocks.
Oh, a girl literally turned up one day and just stood in front of the mirror getting a selfie out. I wish gyms had the same mobile phone policy as changing rooms. You are not allowed to get your phone out in a communal changing space.
Well, I mean, I have an app for the gym where I track all my exercises, all the weights, everything.
Yeah, so it can never happen then.
And I can even put feedback in there for my PT and all that kind of stuff.
Hate it. You're in there to work hard. It's not a fucking catwalk.
I don't take a nice photo in the gym because I'm normally sweaty, red faced, and I've just popped a fucking blood vessel somewhere.
Give yourself a hernia.
Yeah. So next edition, is Paddy going to bully you and Joe? Paddy always bullies me and Joe Cantor. That's just the thing. That's what Joe said last night. We take it in turns to play Paddy because he's a lovely person. It's great fun. He always pulls our pants down.
Hello everyone. How was the Grey Knights chat? And what is Luce's favourite veg to grow?
Sweet corn.
Why?
Because it's tall, so it's really satisfying to see it grow up and out the soil. Because typically when berries or fruit touches the floor, it starts to rot. There's a whole shenanigans. If you grow strawberries or pumpkin, it's just, I'm not getting into it. I'm in a good mood. Sweet corn is growing up to the sky, so it's quite nice and tall. And one stem can produce like, I think I got maybe 4 or 5 cobs off of one stem. And then you get to see, there's a famous fairy tale rhyme about sweet corn hair turning yellow or brown or something, and it's when the sweet corn hair turns brown, that's when you pick it, and you just peel back the leaves and you can just eat it. I love growing sweet corn.
There's your answer.
But I left it too late last year, and when I peeled it, the woodlouse came out. It's like that scene from The Mummy.
Yeah.
With all the bugs.
And as part of your other part of the question, Mr. Panda, Grey Knight's trap, very strong. They look incredible. Watch the first 25 minutes, you'll get it right. Gooseneck Gestapo says, I like this commando girl. Where can I slide into her DMs?
No, because what she's doing there is taking the piss out of every woman that goes into the gym that's there to work hard, and they don't wear makeup, and they don't have slick hair, and they don't
I think she's doing the Emperor's
mirror,
work.
and they don't angle their camera. I fucking hate peacocks in the gym.
She's doing the Emperor's work there. Did you even pay me yet? Remember, no, I haven't actually. And he nudged me tomorrow. I need to set up that standing order. If you don't know people, Rambo is a personal trainer. And inside the Discord, we're setting up a more frequent Fit for 40k type thing. So we did the transformation challenge at the start of the year. And quite frankly, the results were absolutely incredible. I can't remember how many people took part. Perhaps Rambo will let us know. But a number of people took part in the transformation challenge, and we gave out prizes at the end of it because we wanted to do something specific. It was kind of like a New Year's. Everyone goes, I'm going to get fit. And we ran it. We ran it by using Rambo, who's a PT, because I don't know anything about nutrition and fitness and what have you. I just do what I'm told half the time. It was the results. We got before pictures and after pictures, and I had to judge. And it was absolutely incredible what people did. People put in a real high amounts of effort. I think I ended up picking 2 winners because I couldn't pick one. It was amazing, right? And we had a chat about it. And, you know, Rambo, personal trainers in general aren't the cheapest thing in the world. And that can sometimes be a hindrance to the accessibility of having a person who keeps you honest, who helps you, who gives you advice and tips and stuff. And so we're looking at some point soon, about 18 people, thanks Rambo, we're looking at some time soon, starting up and launching essentially the Transformation Challenge, kind of, but instead of just being a one-off thing, instead of there being prizes, people will have to pay to be part of it because it's Rambo's time. He's a PT as a job, right? It's what he does. But we get people to a significantly reduced rate. And I mean, I was like, so what do you want to charge? And he told me, I was like, are you sure? That's too low. He's like, no, I'm comfortable with it. And he'll train you every single week, 2 check-ins a week. I think he said, was it 2? I think it was 2. Tell me if I'm getting this wrong, Rambo, by the way, right? I don't want to say, and he'll come round and he'll suck you off, because I don't want to make promises that he's not going to keep. He might do. Who knows? Depends how much you pay.
I think he's too tired. He just had a baby.
Yeah, but, well, here's the sleeping through. Unlike Eddie's. But it's just like, we know the stereotypical body shape of a wargamer. And I know it's not necessarily the same for all of us, but we do know the stereotypical body shape of a wargamer. And I like the idea of having something tagged onto the channel which is about people's physical fitness. And, you know, we do a lot of work for mental fitness. We focus quite heavily on mental welfare. Physical fitness directly impacts mental health and mental welfare as well. So just offering people something that they can pay to be a part of. This money will all go to Rambo. It's not for me, because he's going to be training you. It'll be his time, okay? No obligation, but look out for stuff in Discord soon if it's something that interests you. I should suspect that he's going to probably have a fair amount of interest because of the results we saw from the first time, which were quite frankly incredible. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, I haven't paid you yet. I just thought that out. What apps do you use? Train Heroic is my app. It's like a little yellow icon on the App Store. Train Heroic. It's amazing. Really, 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 really good. And you can link your coach to it, and he can just set your workout plan on that app. It's amazing. So good. Really, really good. Anyway, there you go. Who's this Jim? Who's this guy? Jim who?
Yeah, they want to know.
Exercise helps your brain. Absolutely it does. Exercise is so important for mood, for just prolonging your life ultimately, but also for your mental health and mental welfare. It's really, really good for you, right? What have you said Beth shouldering you poor guy for?
Because Beth has put, if I can see it, poor gym staff having to clean up after naked peacocks, sweaty beef and ball prints.
I don't see that. Is that because I'm on Top Chat, not live chat?
Live chat.
Let's
Are you
check
on Top Chat?
Oh, I'm always on Top Chat nowadays. Oh yeah, now I've got it. There it is. Sweaty beef and ball prints.
Yeah.
I love that it's called beef
Winds
and
me
ball
up.
prints. I wouldn't mind doing some work on my arms and shoulders. I'm definitely going to skip leg days. Dads and days. If you know Des, you'll get that joke. Leaks, thank you for the 2. This chat's too healthy. Fave old school sweet. Do you know? I've got a new absolute passion for sweets.
What kind of sweets?
Just sweets. Something to eat that's a sweet.
Okay.
My new favourite passion is. And Joe has called me.
The tin.
Joe has called me
old.
an old granddad for this.
Yeah.
This is Cavendish and Harvey's sour lemon drops, which I found at a service station. It was like, lemon drops. And they are quite literally like a pedo sweet tin, right?
Right.
These things are...
Are they really sour?
They're not that sour. Do you want one now? Should we hear your noises over the microphone?
No.
It's just-
I normally have the pear drops. I like the pear drops.
These things are my favourite. With real fruit juice, so it's 1 of your 5 a day, right?
No, it's not.
It says real fruit juice, this.
No.
1 of your 5 a day?
No.
Yeah? It's got to be.
No.
It's got to be.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it must be.
I have challenged myself to try and eat 8 fruit and veg things a day.
Fruit and nut.
And it's not going well.
Cadbury's fruit and nut.
No.
So there's fruit in it.
Raisins actually aren't that good for you
So there's fruit in it.
because it's concentrated
There's nuts
sugar.
in it. And chocolate comes from a plant, so therefore a vegetable?
Stop it, because Cadbury, it's delicious and addictive, but I'm not sure I would technically...
It's also got high sugar count, which comes from sugar cane, which is a plant, vegetable. There you go, 4 straight away in fruit and
highly
nut.
processed sugar.
4 in fruit and nut, right? Fruit and nut's 4 veg and fruit straight away.
No.
Straight away.
No.
Cider, apples. There you go, it's 5. It's more. We could do this.
So when I outlive you...
Lemons made with real fruit juice. Lemon sweets. 6.
No.
You won't outlive me. I'm like a cockroach. I won't die.
So nice.
I won't die. What's your favourite sweets? Leeks, you told us favourite old school sweet, but didn't tell us what yours was. Opal fruit, says Ozzy. Before they became fucking Starburst. Gooseneck Gestapo, wish I could invite you guys across the pond to my backyard having a big barbecue tomorrow, making margaritas. I hope you two have a wonderful weekend. Thanks, man. You're a hero. I had to recently get rid of my barbecue because it was rusted and shit, and I need to buy a new one, and they're expensive. We'll have to... I can't not have a barbecue, Lise.
No comment.
What do you mean?
I think the barbecue is a really nice ornament for like 10 months of the year. And it turns into a bit of a passion project because it gets rusty and then it gets broken and then no one cleans it because I haven't used it, so I'm not cleaning it. And then for 2 months of the year, it's your most loved child.
And I'm on it every day.
And then for 10 months of the year, it's just another garden ornament.
This is why I'd like to move to a hotter country where I can use it for 10 months of a year and put it away for 2.
I feel like one day I'm going to open up the little cupboard that the barbecue had where the gas cylinder goes, and I'm going to disturb a fox family because it's been so undisturbed for months that they've decided to have family in there.
I don't think it's that bad.
Pretty bad.
I think I actually probably use it for more than... I probably use it for more than 2 months a year in total.
Well, after you set the windowsill on fire...
I have had the whole barbecue set on fire before, but it was okay.
While you and Harry were under a golf umbrella, breathing in the smoke, because it was a lovely little parachute of smoke.
Well, it was pissing with rain, so...
And I was out
if
hanging
it's
out the
pissing
door
with rain...
going, I think that might be a bit too close to the... Loose, we're men, we're doing it. All right, okay, fine. I'm going to make a cup of tea and hang out again, and I go, okay, it's raining now, so maybe just leave it, I'll turn the oven on.
If it's going to rain, you need to have a friend there to hold your umbrella, because you need to have a spatula or prongs in one hand when you're barbecuing, and you need to have a beer in the other one. Because if you don't have a beer in your other hand when you're barbecuing, you're flat doing it wrong.
Is it a good idea, though, for definitely one of you to be more than tipsy and for the other one to be on their way to being more than tipsy? Is that a good idea when there's a fire, not a barbecue, now a full fire ablaze right by a PVC windowsill? Is that a good idea?
That because that whole barbecue caught fire, because that whole barbecue caught fire, home base, who I bought it from, replaced it with a newer, bigger one because it shouldn't, their words, it shouldn't do that.
Because somehow your incompetence is their fault. What amazing customer service is that?
It was good customer service. Barbecue equals Liam cooking a lot more, eh? Yeah, absolutely. I love cooking on a barbecue. It's the only time I like cooking is a barbecue. And even then, we have people around for a barbecue. How many of you do this as well, right? A barbecue. What do people go to a barbecue for, Luce?
To get drunk.
Okay, I mean, good. Let's forget the drink. I mean, you're not wrong. If we're going to go to the food route, though, what do people go to a barbecue for?
The Pringles.
Okay, you're ruining this for me right now. Play the game.
I don't want to play.
What do people go to a barbecue for?
Burgers
and hot dogs
and chicken wings.
Right? That's what happens. And yet every single time I go to a barbecue or I host a barbecue, we do this weird thing. Where we go, we'll get the burgers because everyone wants burgers, and we'll get the hot dogs because everyone wants hot dogs, and we'll get the chicken wings, and we'll get the ribs, and we'll get the kebab skewers, and we'll get the blah, and we'll get the blah, and we'll get the blah. We've got all the meat because that's what everyone wants. And then we'll go, And we all do this. Don't fucking lie to me. We all do this. You all go, can't just serve meat. Despite the fact that that's why people go to barbecues, for the meat. And then what you end up doing is you end up buying the potato salad and the coleslaw, and you buy lettuce, and you buy tomatoes, and you buy cucumbers, and blah, blah, blah. And all the salad items come out, and Pringles, and and before you know it, you've got a table's worth of fucking food that isn't barbecued meat, right? And one of two things happens at these barbecues, I've noticed. And sometimes it entirely depends on the crowd. Thing number one happens. Everyone eats all the grazing food before the meat's even cooked. The meat gets dished up. I'm stuffed. I'm like, you've come to a fucking barbecue.
Okay, so I figured it out.
The Emperor demands you to train your body to its finest. Mankind is the superior species in the universe. The Imperium needs you, citizen, to go forth, and in High's name,
Conquer that flab is the greatest super chat I think I've ever heard her read out. Conquer that flab is amazing. Sorry, go on.
So what you need to do is invite children to your barbecue and just point them to the knickknacks table so that, and it's like a plague of locusts. All the Pringles go, all the cucumber goes. So they've had healthy stuff.
Yeah.
Put some yogurts on there, some like little Nesquik chocolate things. Not healthy at all, but they'll go. So the kids are nice and fed up and they'll get all sleepy, stick a film on, they'll sleep on the sofa. Now the meat can come out because they don't appreciate it.
So in my experience, what happens is either everyone snacks on all the snacky foods and the lettuce and the shit like that, and then they all sit there stuffed where the meat comes out. I'm like, why did I buy all this meat? That's actually very rare. More frequently what happens is we don't actually get all that food out until the meat's ready, and then the meat's ready, and everyone eats all the meat, and then the rest of the food just sits there like it was painted on, perfectly untouched, because everyone's gone, I don't want fucking salad.
We should do a live art class then. Paint the fruit bowl, because it hasn't moved, and it won't
We
move.
could stream a barbecue.
No. No. God,
But yeah,
no.
and then what happens is you spend 50 quid on basically rabbit food and shit that no one eats and just sits there, and then for the next 2 days it's looking at me and I'm like, I need to eat it because we bought it, right?
That's why you point the kids towards the knick-knack table. Get them to eat the healthy stuff. They're growing, they need it. And then they get all sleepy, stick a film on, done.
Papa says, you're literally describing how I shop normally. Don't come to my barbecue then, says Rambo. Why is that? I serve only meat. They can bring the rest, but I fill my smoker with meats. Exactly, Gunnar. I should probably buy something to go with my meat, says Puppers. Yeah, that's how I shop as well. What meat do I want? And what am I going to have around that? Halloumi, not meat, but perfect for the bar. No.
Halloumi.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
It's the weirdest cheese. It squeaks on your teeth.
It's not cheese.
Squeaks on your teeth.
It's anything that's mildly rubbery, and I mean that as in the actual texture, not Japanese for lovely.
You're supposed to grill it, and then you can batter it. And then there's halloumi fries. Oh, it's so good.
Every time we've ever put it on the barbecue, I leave it as a brom job.
Yeah.
Because, one, he needs to feel important. He's a project manager. But two, I don't eat halloumi. So I leave it to him to do, right? And every single time he puts halloumi on the barbecue, he puts it on there. It's on for 30 seconds. And then he's trying to hack it off with his spatula because it's stuck to the barbecue. And in the end, I just end up with halloumi spread across my barbecue.
Best barbecue in the world. Everything halloumi flavoured.
I'd lose from having PTSD from my worst art teacher when you said paint the fruit bowl. Bread is not meat. No, exactly. Great Hall Barbecue says cancel. That'd be a great idea, wouldn't it?
I learned how to draw a mouse in my art. I didn't take it as a GCSE, and I don't know why I was in that room anyway, but I now draw a little mouse. And any time on an exam paper in my workbook I was bored, I'd draw my little mouse in the corner of the page.
Escapade has become one of my new favourite people, despite the fact that he only has a white name. Halloumi is horrific garbage. Tastes absolutely disgusting.
No, it doesn't. I think it's from Cyprus.
Someone get that man a membership because he is 100% correct. Absolutely correct. Stephen, thank you for the 5. Sorry to disappoint, but I live in sunny Spain and still have a rusting barbecue in the garden. I found one that I wanted, chat. And then I looked at the price and then just sobbed because it has half of it, which is a normal sized barbecue to most people, which is a gas barbecue, which we've had a gas barbecue for a while now. And it's not a real barbecue.
Okay.
It's great for convenience, but it's not a real barbecue.
Here's a poll. Charcoal or gas?
That's not a question. That's not a poll.
I feel like it could start a family fight.
I don't think
it could probably do a divorce.
I don't think we even need to put a poll in. I just need to say to chat, charcoal or gas, and just watch everyone go charcoal.
I don't know. Plenty of food poisoning has happened on a charcoal barbecue.
I don't. So we've had gas forever simply because convenience. It's quick, right? And especially when I used to be working long hours, It's just convenient, but it's not a real barbecue, okay? It's not a real barbecue. A real barbecue is charcoal. That's a real barbecue that you need to start ages in advance and leave it and let it warm up and get the coals white before you put the meat on, and you control the heat with vents and height. That's how you control the heat, not by just turning a gas bottle up and down. That's a proper barbecue. That's proper man cooking.
So why did you have a gas barbecue for this last one?
I just told you, convenience. You don't fucking listen to me, woman.
No, I'm reading.
Convenience, right?
Oh, propane.
So is that not the tablet that keeps you awake? So half of it is gas,
That's
right,
Pro Plus.
on this particular barbecue. The other half of it is charcoal on this particular barbecue, and underneath that is an electric wood oven that is also that also doubles up as a smoker, and you can coal smoke both other sides of the barbecue. I'm like, I need this in my life. This is the ultimate man kitchen.
I think that's just an awful lot of fanciness for you to cook chicken and then be like, babe, can you put it in the oven for 10 minutes? Because I'm a bit nervous.
No, we put it... So what we've done previously, Luce, is we put the meat... Don't try and call me out here for a chat, right? What we've done in the past, Luce, is we put the meat in the oven on a low temperature on 100 degrees to keep it warm because our barbecue's not big enough. This one solves that problem.
Oh, God.
Because it's big enough.
On the other side of that wall, there is an entire kitchen that we can safely cook the food and keep the food warm.
What I can
Out
also
of the
say...
rain. No windowsills catching fire in that room.
Looking at the chat, by the way, apart from the fact that Fubar put petrol, everyone else is pretty much comprehensively charcoal. For my best man stag do, I did a full-on Viking-style barbecue with a fire pit roasting charcoal barbecues and mead and drinking horns. We need to coordinate Ed to come round here for a barbecue. That's my kind of lifestyle.
I have accepted and embraced that Ed is possibly the mistress in this house because he got you a sword and I can never get you a sword. And he shared your Viking passion, and although I do have lineage from Scandinavia, I don't know much about the Viking passion.
And I
get it. I'm being elbowed out the way by Ed.
He got me my Mjolnir as well.
What?
My necklace.
See, yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
It's fine, Ed. I've
Ed
embraced it. I've accepted
one
you.
of my favourite people.
It's fine.
He's also the person at the start of every single stream who always puts Hail Odin and Blood for the Blood God right at the start.
See, I don't have that kind of stamina. I can't do
She
it.
really doesn't have that kind of stuff. I don't like people enough to do charcoal. That's the thing, right? Charcoal is an investment in time. That's why you have to put time into it. Stick Monkey says, I'm doing a Weber barbecue course in July. GHBBQ is a go. I wonder if there's a place we can rent out where we could do a giant barbecue in the summer.
Rent out?
Yeah, so, I mean, we couldn't do it in an Element Games, right? Because
I see.
imagine
Okay.
if... Okay, right, hear me out here. Imagine if we did a Great Hall get-together
Yeah.
that didn't actually involve any gaming.
Okay. So like...
So it's just a social.
kind of like a 60th birthday. You
So-
hire out somewhere.
60th birthday? How
But
old do you think I am?
You know when you're like, well, okay.
How many 60th birthdays are barbecues and getting pissed in the sunshine?
Have you not been to any family? Half of it is alcohol
I think
fueled.
most of my family didn't get to 60.
But you know when people rent out the local village hall or something? So
Yeah.
you want to do that?
Well, not so village hall. It needs to be outside so we can barbecue.
Yeah.
We could all sword fight.
Oh no, they won't. The risk assessments won't let you do that.
I know what we could bring in. Like we could. It's like a wedding. It's almost like a wedding reception, but in the outdoors, right? We could have a big person come in and barbecue. We do a proper Viking barbecue. We could bring in another company for on-site axe throwing.
No,
That'd be
see
fucking
again,
cool.
risk assessments, babe. They won't let you do it.
Well, the company would have the risk assessments because they're the ones doing the axe throwing.
So you want to hire out space for a barbecue and the axe throwing, bow and arrowing, sword fighting, dicing with death.
And we could-
needs to be far away.
We can have all the mead and we could have cider and it's gonna be amazing.
So you want to hire out a school field then, so that all the sharp throwing objects are all the way over there, can't possibly find their way into the barbecue.
Carl's right as well. Strippers and blow. Yep. What type of birds do the Vikings bring on their ships and why? I don't know. Is this a joke? Great Hall Just Eat. Yeah, that's the new business idea as well. We then sell that food to people in the local area, and then a Viking turns up with a horned helmet on a scooter that's been made to look like a longboat, and then delivers the food. Gooseneck Gestapo. Yeah, shut up and take my money. Exactly. Exactly. Replace the accent with meat throwing into people's mouths. That sounds kinky. Escapade, to be fair. My uncle had archery at his wedding. Sounds incredible. Stick Eddie in a dress and Brom in a suit as cover for the event. Flames, axes, alcohol. What could go wrong? That sounds amazing. I love that. All right, I'm off to bed and feed the little one as he sleeps through. Night. Unlucky Eddie. Liam, I'll give you a call tomorrow morning, mate.
Well, you've said that out loud now, so that baby's not sleeping tonight.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Rambo did put something in here about the fitness thing earlier. No, I've missed it. Okay. He did say something about it, but we'll be announcing all that stuff soon. Rambo, have a good night, man. Hopefully baby sleeps fine. I'm sure it'll be okay.
No, you need to double jinx it now. You need to go, brilliant. He's going to be up all night now. Bloody hell. And then don't say another word about it.
Why?
Because.
Why?
That's the baby demon. You can't. It's like being on shift.
Yeah, but Lisa, I don't care if he's awake.
The Q word. You can't say it.
But I don't care if he's awake. He's not my baby. Not my house.
No, you can't know. Because now Rambo's in charge of your fitness now. He'll make you suffer.
We can hunt for the meat, says Viva. I mean, this is getting savage now.
No, I don't want it. I'm not having freshly hung, stripped. No.
I've eaten meat I've hunted.
Yep, not me though.
And I didn't even hunt it with guns. I hunted it with hawks.
Yep, I know. Well done. We're all very proud. I'm not eating it.
Ravens, because they fly in search of land, but ravens can't swim, so if they return, no land. I knew that, but I forgot it was ravens. Mystics, love it. I love Viking lore. 9 new members tonight, people, as well. And no one's tried to gift Munch, and we're only 42 off the total, that side.
Oh, is Munch here tonight?
Munch was here earlier. Come on, 9 new members. 224 people in chat, only 157 likes, and we're actually talking about setting you guys up with axe throwing and flame throwing and barbecuing and midget tossing, right? And none of you have gifted memberships. One how? Thank you, Lehman, for the 5. You do this for a barbecue, buy meat and put meat between meat, so you've got a meat sandwich. I mean, yeah, slightly thinner steak is your bread, and then thick steak is your filler.
Papa says, I ate a worm once. I technically hunted that. Oh, I've got a storybook upstairs that says worm loves worm.
Lehman says you missed my super chat. I've literally just caught it, mate. Sorry about that one. We got it now, though. We can go hunting haggis. Yeah, the rare haggis that runs around the mountain.
With 3 legs, so it goes around in a circle.
I think Munch came and left. He's just got bored of no one gifted him memberships in, and that's why. But if he's got it turned on, he could. It would be mildly ironic if he actually finally got gifted one on a stream that he wasn't here for. Constantly typing every 5 minutes exclamation mark Munch me. That's what we've changed. Have you not seen? We've changed it to exclamation mark Munch me.
Oh, that's
so it
horrific.
used to be exclamation mark snipe me.
Yeah.
So anyone who's not got a membership can try and be sniped by a person who wants to try and gift memberships. And Munch one night kept trying to get sniped and it wasn't working. So chat basically voted, and we're a bit of a democracy here sometimes. And we changed it to exclamation mark Munch me.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the same command.
That's awful.
Wait, we're tossing off midgets. Yeah, absolutely. Noodle basket gifted 1. Yes, it worked. Thank you so much, man. You're a hero. What a legend. Love you dearly. You beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people.
Hashtag unmunchable.
Unmunchable. Lol. That's not me. 4 legs, 2 longer on one side than the other. Haggis, exactly, yeah. Yeah, haggis is that rare creature they tell people that exists in Scotland, much like the drop bears in Australia. Who in Norse mythology? Stop asking me questions about Norse mythology. I don't know enough about it. Well, I've basically said to Ed that he needs to come to my house and I'll feed him drink all night whilst he just tells me everything he knows.
I can't compete with that, Ed.
Everything he knows. That's what I want.
I was waiting for some shiny person to come and catch your eye. I knew I should have had my eye on Ed with his sword and his Viking stuff. It's fine. It's fine. We had 12 years. We had a good run. It's fine.
It's not lunchable, it's munchable. Let's keep taking Gestapo. Well, thank you for the gifted 1. Yes, it's still working. Low-key. It's that low-key. You didn't watch the season. I want you to watch it, but you won't watch it.
Yeah, I watched a bit of Vikings.
Yeah, you won't watch the whole series through with me, though.
Because it's like Game of Thrones. They're all just having sex all the time.
Vikings isn't that bad for that.
What?
Vikings isn't that bad for that comparatively with Game of
Every
Thrones.
time I walked into the room, someone was having sex.
What she's saying is, every time she heard a noise, she came and had a look.
It was scripted porn, let's be honest.
Ed Haynes, thank you for the... Stop doing it. I have to keep going and updating one at a time, people. And I'm drinking cider. Maths is hard right now. Well, I'm running out of cider.
Don't you... Do you want me to rip that beard off your face? Don't you look at me like that.
Why?
Because that's your cider. You can go and get that.
Oh, I don't know. We haven't got any more.
No, that's the only one. Oh no, you're out of cider.
What have we got? What's in the drinks thing? Cupboard thing?
I'm sorry. Am I staff or do I live here?
Staff. Because you're going to be replaced with Ed, obviously.
Obviously.
I'll need something else to drink and I've run out and I don't know what I've got. Oh, fuck off, people with the 1. Stop it. Gunnar, thank you for the 5. Hey, Rad, thank you for the 1. I'm joking, by the way. Thank you for the 1. You're a hero. Let's get this out of the way. So everyone get out of the system. Let's get to 100 straight away and I can stop talking about memberships then. All right, we're on 14. Just get to 18, sorry. Just get to 100. I'll stop talking about it. Game of Thrones wasn't that bad for that either after season 1. No, season 1 was pretty bad.
I really struggled with what's he called? Joffrey? Is that his?
Joffrey was the child, yes.
And then he became king?
He did, yes.
I really struggled. There was a scene where 2 girls obviously having sex and then he killed them.
Yes.
Like he kind of beat them and killed them.
Yeah, didn't he kill them with a crossbow in the end, yeah.
I really struggled with that episode. I couldn't watch it after that. Really struggled with it.
Yeah, tough wank. Managed it. Gary says, how do you claim a membership whilst also having a green name? Spoiler alert, mate. I think you've already got one. ! Discord, come and join us in the Great Hall. Come and hang out in the Discord server. It's amazing people. Amazing people in the Discord server. My family live up Old Cathcart. Where's that? Where's that? Oh, they're all talking to each other about where they live. Great. Okay, you have that conversation. We'll just sit here and wait.
I'm fairly sure, chat, there's 3 things you should never say to a stranger on the internet. Your name, your age, and where you live. And you're breaking definitely one of those rules.
I feel like I need to get a shield to hide behind before Luce kills me.
No, it's fine. Do you know what? I need someone to tag in because he's a full-time job and I need a holiday. I'll tag you in. Be fine.
I like my sword.
We'll get through it.
I like my sword. I need to go find a drink. Can you talk to chat for a bit?
No, I'll get you a drink.
Okay.
I'm not talking on my own because I hate it.
Well, that's why I asked you to get...
We've not got any more cider. Do you want some lemonade or something? Or a cup of tea?
What? No, I don't want lemonade or a cup of tea on 40k after dark.
What do you want then?
I don't know. That's why I asked what we had.
I don't know what we've got.
Honestly, Jack. Honestly.
If I then am in charge of getting you an alcoholic beverage, I cannot be...
I don't want something womanly.
Like,
I don't want like pink gin. I don't want that shit that's in the fridge.
We have got gin.
I don't want gin. I
don't drink it.
No, neither do I.
Why have we got it then?
Stay in there for when Anne comes back. I don't want it.
Does it keep for that long?
It's tinned gin. I'm sure it's fine.
Okay.
Honestly. Need to message me Chief on Discord. Oh, they're talking to each other. Oh, they're basically they're people now getting together. There you go. The power of bringing people together whilst Luce goes and finds me something alcoholic. No, I don't want whiskey today, John Hook. Oh, hang on. You just gonna bring the bottle in or whatever it is.
Oh, okay.
I think there's rum, there is port, there is plenty out there, Luce. We'll be fine. Dark rum and ginger, says Dickman. I do like a dark rum. I've got some Puss's rum, some navy gunpowder proof rum, which is quite strong. Whiskey or bourbon. I've got whiskey. I don't fancy whiskey tonight. I've got some good whiskies. I got I can't remember the name of it now off the top of my head. It's nice though. Let's talk 40k while Lucy's gone. No, we'll get told off. Can't do that. Can't sneak in. You got 15 minutes though. We're only on 18 gifted memberships. Right, Liam, sell me on getting back into a store. What do you mean, mate? I have the money. I love me corn. What do you mean, get back into a store? You're looking at collecting again? Oh, Cantor. First of all, if you're that embarrassed... that one, I guess. I've got the bottle opener in here. If you're that embarrassed, you can order online. You can use our Element Games link, !Element. Use the link, look online, shop online, buy online. It turns up at your house. You don't have to worry about being embarrassed. But more importantly, nowadays, honestly, I wouldn't be that embarrassed at all. I wouldn't worry about it whatsoever. It's 2023. Geeks are cool nowadays, right? Like things like the Big Bang Theory, etc., have made geeks cool. I went to Warhammer Fest, where on day one they had 10,000 people there. So don't be embarrassed, man. Look at me. A incredibly handsome jock-looking character. Mm-hmm. That's what they call me, wouldn't it, Luce?
Yeah, that's it.
Typically mainstream, and I make a YouTube living out of it. And I have to when people or online things say, "What's your profession?" And I don't know if you've ever filled in "What's your profession" thing. It's quite hard to put. I play with toy soldiers for a living. Right? It doesn't really work. When you get like a car, you've never done this, have you?
You'd put content creator, wouldn't you?
I think you've done it for finance and stuff, but so even car insurance, like content creator is not an option. It's just not a thing. Content creator. Durga
Really?
Bloodbit, thank you for the 5 gifted. You're a hero. Up to 23. Can we get to the 1750 by the end of the night? There you go. That's my goal now, right? There's 33 to go, and then whoever goes over that limit gets to pick the next target, which is literally just next Tuesday and Wednesday.
Okay. Schooner, I love Sailor Jerry's. That's my favourite.
We've got Sailor Jerry's here.
Yeah, we have. I could drink it
Sailor
neat.
Jerry's, yeah. I've also got Mount Gay, and I've got Navy gunpowder-proof Puss's rum as well.
Yeah. I can't do Bacardi. Sailor Jerry's, neat.
Big Bad says, did the Rivendell Lego set come with any characters just building? Can you not see them all sat around on the table? All sat round discussing the ring that I've put on the table in the middle.
But there's a ring?
There's a golden ring on the table in the middle, yeah.
Is it a Lego golden ring?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, so it's...
It won't fit on your finger, no. Before you try to steal it. They're all sat around the table. And there's hobbits hidden in the backing, like from in the film, where they jump out at the last minute.
Okay.
Luce doesn't know the films.
Nope.
Disgusting, honestly. She doesn't know the films. Model shows still get looked at as not real modelling. Do they? I went to Games Day back in 2003 and they sold me resin models when I was 13. The plastic stuff now. If you like corn, Cantor, are you a demon person or a space marine person? Because if you're a space marine person, you just need to check out the latest World Eaters range and just spend all your money because it's fucking incredible. Right? Just pick Gigolo. Just pick Gigolo. Basically the same thing. Is it? I sell myself for money to you people. And sometimes, like tonight, if I don't perform so well, you don't pay as much. I guess that is kind of like a gigolo. Do you pay gigolos up front, Luce?
I've never had a gigolo. I don't know. Do you know, if I was ever in the company of someone like that, I'd honestly probably make them a cup of tea. And just be like, just have the night off. It's fine. Put your feet up.
But much like me, if you take the night off, you just don't get paid.
But sometimes you need the night off.
But then you don't get paid.
But sometimes you need the night off.
Yeah, but then you don't get paid.
Because a bag of peas can only go so far. Sometimes you need the night off.
Yeah, but then you don't get paid. It's lovely. I have 5 bottles of Dead Man's Fingers, rum that is, and an 18-year-old. Sounds amazing. Sounds amazing. Ray and Nephew is a nice rum also. We'll just talk about rums now.
I've never heard of that one.
Content creators are unpaid marketing for their favourite company. They absolutely are. 100% they are. But you have to realise as well, with content creators, is although they are unpaid marketing for their... They're not. They're indirectly, I guess, unpaid for their favourite company. That is entirely their choice. Mm-hmm. There's no like unwritten contract between GW and myself that says you must promote content. GW send me samples and preview stuff for 40k, and I am under no contractual obligation whatsoever to produce content, and I'm most certainly not under contractual obligation to produce positive-based content on that as well. So although I am unpaid marketing for GW, I have on numerous occasions come out in criticism of things they've done or products that they've released. And that's the beauty of being a content creator, is you can just be honest about it and tell people what you think. I like to think that one of the reasons why we have found ourselves so popular as a channel that's actually quite small in the grand scheme of things is because of that integrity and that honesty about, this is shit, so I'm going to tell you that it's shit. And this is great, so I'm going to tell you that it's great, right? Put Kara down, you have Joe and Eddie. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. If I lived closer, I would come and have a drink with you, says Zenna. We should all do it. We should all get together and have a drink. Ray and Nephew do a white overproof, which is pretty strong, and Appletons, who have a good range of rums from normal to well-aged spice. It sounds like there's some rum fans in the chat. Council, thank you for the 10. You're a hero. There's a pint, mate. Thanks so much. You're a legend. Love you. Warmaster Will, thank you for the 2. Painting my Vashtor army white was a bad idea. I could have told you that. Thanks, man. It's appreciative. The downside, see, the positive about being a content creator is that you're your own boss. You can, to some degree, pick and choose what you do. You can be honest about what you're saying. You don't represent any company that's not yourself. So I don't have to be positive about GW. I don't have to be negative about GW. I don't have to be positive about Bolt Action. I don't have to be positive about anything. I can just say what I think. These are all positives. I get to work here in my home with my wife and children around. All positives, all great things. This morning, you probably all going to be like, did you? I hope you didn't pay her, but I went to my barber's. I could just go because I wanted to go to the barber's. So I went to the barber's. So that happens. That's the positives. The negatives is not knowing how well next month's revenue is going to do. I told you this story before, but the first 2 weeks of a month are horrifying because you don't know how much money you're going to make. And the last 2 months, normally, currently touch wood, you can just kind of relax a little bit and go, cool. We've hit what we need this month to pay the bills, probably.
I think the hardest bit is saving up the buffering. Try and have 3 months worth of what it costs to live.
Yeah,
just in case.
I would love to have 3 months worth of what it costs to live in my bank.
Yeah.
I would love to have that because I'm like, if I have a bad month, it's okay. We've got time to recover.
The trouble, I did have 3 months. So for my half of the bills, I saved up 3 months, and then things happen like the dog gets sick or the washing machine breaks, and you're like, fuck's sake.
We had that, didn't we? We had the washing machine.
What it's for.
The washing machine shit itself.
Yeah.
Something else broke. I can't remember what the other thing was. I spilled juice all over the laptop. Thankfully, I saved that. Something else broke. It was like, can you stop?
Well, it's in threes, isn't it?
Well, they say it's in threes. It wasn't. I think we had like 4 in a row.
We were bracing ourselves like, enough now, no more.
Yeah, that's just a downside. I mean, to be fair, that's not just us. That's people that are self-employed in general, right?
Yeah.
Like there's been times when I've been like, I need to stream, and it's like, you're too sick, stop. I'm like, no, I just got to pretend I'm well enough for an hour and a half, and I can then go to bed. Well, and that's self-employed people across the country.
One of our neighbours is a plumber, and I think he's like boiler certified, and I hear him getting his van at 6:30 in the morning, and sometimes if I'm putting the bins out, his van's not back yet, and it's getting past tea time, so he'll be out all day. Yeah, all day, and he's got a young kid at home. Yeah, right. It's terrifying. I think actually it would be less frightening if I didn't have 2 small children at home to worry about. It was just you. Yeah, because we're adults, we can goldfish bowl quite easily, and we understand why the lifestyle changes, or why the belt gets pulled in again, or just why you can't have certain things. When you've got children, and they get accustomed to a certain quality of life, but not that they're spoiled, but it's amazing what kids pick up on. Just little stuff like when he picks up the Walkers, Chris, and I go, nope, put them back, and he'll be like, oh, okay, we're picking up these ones instead.
But I need to be what I do need to be clear about is I'm not complaining at all.
No, and sometimes it's good to say things like, no, it's too expensive, we're not having that, because you can't have everything, and it's not good to have everything. And sometimes you need, as humble as the Walker's Crisps is, sometimes you need to go, we're not getting those this week, they're not on offer, they're not going in the trolley.
Yeah,
it's not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad, it's not a bad thing at all. That's 100% definitely not a bad thing. But I don't know, it's a weird one. Like, I'm not complaining. I love what we do. I enjoy it. I get excited about streaming. I have fun talking to you people. You're all amazing. I love you all. You're all brilliant. But it is also hard work. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I have a lot of people as well that... I'm just doing something whilst I'm also chatting to people. I have a lot of people that I'd love to give it a go. I'd love to try... I'd love to try YouTubing. And my honest advice to anybody is give it a go, right? But what I would say to people is don't expect it to make you rich, because it absolutely doesn't. But my honest opinion to anyone is give it a go, have a bash at it, and do do it, live the dream, like give it, like you just need it. Like I was chatting to someone recently who was talking about starting a channel and streaming, and they were talking about talking heads, and they were asking me what gear I had, right? This is a true story. And I was like, I'm happy to tell you what gear I've got, but I don't want to tell you what gear I've got.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've been doing YouTube now since 2017. I've been doing YouTube for 6 years. I've only been doing it full time for 18 months. And it wasn't until maybe 3 years in where I got my first sort of decent camera. The microphone that I've got, I bought within the last 6 months because I could finally afford to upgrade my microphone. The audio deck that I got, I think I bought within the last 8 months because I could finally afford to update my audio deck. The camera and the lens that I've got, you don't need all this shit. You don't need it. When I started, I borrowed Brom's DSLR, which the picture quality was terrible. I plugged in the 3.5mm lapel mic, which was about 10 quid off of Amazon. Put a fucking SIM card, a memory card in, and it was bad. I had to put 15 minutes on my phone because every 15 minutes the camera would stop recording because it wasn't a video camera. Because if you sell something as a video camera, you have to.
Is it the tax?
The tax implications are higher.
Yeah.
So it costs more. So I had to record 15 minutes, stop, record 15 minutes, stop, record 15 minutes, stop, record 15 minutes, stop, and then knit it together as a bigger episode and then edit it. I was editing on a laptop that was I was editing on that laptop.
Lappy Toffee.
That's so fucking shit for video editing that I used to have to edit the video, hit the render button, and leave it overnight and hope that it had successfully rendered in the morning. And if it hadn't successfully rendered, I had to try it all again. Right? I had to try it all again. And that experience, like when people go, what mic have you got and what deck have you got? I'm like, no. I honestly think this is really positive if you start with shit gear and no experience.
Yeah.
Everything I do streaming wise, all the gadgets that work, everything that works, everything that happens in the stream in the studio with the scoreboard and how that works and how that updates and how the camera angles work and all that kind of stuff. Everything is all self-taught. Luce will tell you, hours on YouTube, hours on Google. How do I do this one little thing that most of you won't notice?
Yeah.
But I know that it's a thing. Okay, all that stuff. How do I know all of this stuff? Right? How do I learn it? That experience is super important. What I will say is I fucking love this job at the moment. I love talking to you. Like things like Warhammer Fest and Great Hall Gathering made me love it even more. Because it's just so nice talking to you people in person, sharing experiences, talking about your journey in the hobby, talking about how you enjoy the streams, all that kind of stuff. People were coming up to me at Fest and saying thank you because we're honest. And I'm like, that shouldn't be a reason to thank someone. That should just be standard. But it's really nice to make you feel like you're making a difference, which is incredible. So I love what I do. But if you want to start a YouTube channel to be wealthy, you're fucking in the wrong game. Unless you are one of those magical YouTubers who hits like the 5 million subs or whatever, in the 40k space, if you're doing it to get rich, you're probably in the wrong game. But if you're doing it because you love it, then you're 100% in the right space. Honestly, it's amazing. Anyway, Will, thank you for the 5. Can we agree on something? We want fewer rerolls, not less. Yes, absolutely. Euthanasia, thank you for the 1 gifted. Stephen, thank you for the 1 gifted. You people are incredible. It puts us on 1719. We're not going to make the 1750 by then tonight, are we? There's 2 minutes to go, and there's 31 left.
2 minutes to go.
Yeah, 2 minutes to go, and there's 2 minutes to go, and there's 31 left. It's not happening. I tried to get us to 1750 tonight. I tried. I considered streaming some gaming stuff. Then I remembered that I'm a bit of a twat. Puppers. I'm a massive twat. I still think 9% of what makes this work is your amazing personality. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm also a massive twat, though. So maybe you could do it, man. Like, maybe we're kindred spirits. I'm off tonight now. Night, you'll take care. Escapade, thanks for joining us. You're a hero. Bin it. I tried.
Who shall we pick on tonight?
What do you mean?
To pick a page number.
Cantor. I haven't seen Cantor much in stream, and he's on about getting back into the hobby. Pick a page number between
1 and 305. Or no, 307.
1 and 307.
Yeah.
Why do you not have a Patreon or something similar? I do have a Patreon page, Mystics. I do. I just don't do anything with it. Why do you want a Patreon page for? is my question, because it's probably just better if you want to pledge more, donate more to the channel. It's probably better that you just upgrade your membership, if I'm honest. Outside of GW senior executives, who do you think makes the most money out of the hobby? Independent retailers. People like Element, I reckon, probably do very, very well.
46.
46. I would burst my load, but I'm fucking scraping the barrel.
What a lovely confession
That's
there. Thank you.
That's an incredible phrase. I would burst my load. Good man. What a hero. 46 he's picked, Lise.
Oh, what page is this?
It's 46, I hope.
Okay. I'm not sure this will be a fact. This might have to be a fun little game for 5 minutes.
It's a fact book.
I know, but this one isn't. It's not. It doesn't read well as a fact. It would be odd.
Okay, he's changed to 48.
No, too late. Because you've chosen now. Oh, wait, no. We'll go with 48. This one's interesting.
Lise flicks the page and goes, oh, that's a better one. We'll do that one
Yeah,
instead.
we'll do this one instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you ready for it?
Shall I do the whole page?
Beg your pardon?
That's the whole page.
That's a lot.
Do you
want to do the whole page?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 facts.
8 facts?
Yeah.
You'll do 8 facts?
So maybe we'll just do one and then...
Are they all different facts?
Yeah.
So just go for the 8th fact.
8th.
Yeah, because he's all about, he likes corn, and 8 is corn's number. So we pick page 48, and we'll go for fact number 8. Are you ready?
Oh, it's a terrible fact, but okay.
So the bit that you all hang around for, the reason why there's still 200 people watching the stream, not because I'm stringing it out to try and get 31 more gifted memberships to get us to 1750. Someone out there can drop 20. Come on. So the reason why you're all waiting is for the loosest fact of the night.
John Grisham shaves just once a week before church on Sunday. Who is John Grisham?
Who the fuck's John Grisham? Why do we care? What?
He must be important because he's in a fact book.
Who?
Who is John Grisham? This is what I mean.
So we need to do. I think we need to do more facts.
So shall we read another one? Jack Nicholson was in detention every day for a whole year at school. I believe that.
Okay. Okay. Is this just facts about people?
Yeah.
Euthanasia says John Grisham was an author, apparently. There you go.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. Well, I mean, not that we don't like John, but why is it important that we know how often he shaves?
Once a week, apparently, before church. Yeah.
Okay.
Next one.
The writer, Jacqueline Wilson, had Jackie magazine named after her. Okay.
This isn't going well.
This is a terrible
That's 3 shit facts. Fact number 4.
When he was a teenager, Colin Farrell put Smarties under his pillow to bring Marilyn Monroe back from the dead.
Creepy.
Think of the laundry.
He's creepy. Although Colin Farrell slipping Smarties under his pillow I'm glad that's where it went.
Yep.
Fact number 5.
Melissa Joan Hart can recite the mathematical expression pi to 400 decimal places.
Virgin.
That's pretty impressive.
Is it?
Oh my, we like pi 3.1415.
Okay. Is it impressive?
I think it's impressive.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 6.
David Beckham is superstitious and salutes magpies. I do. Because I can't.
Oh,
I've had too much bad luck. By the time I got to 22, I had so much bad luck. I can't let a single magpie go. I can't. I've paid my bill. I can't let a single magpie go.
Okay. Number 7.
Florence Nightingale used to travel everywhere with a pet owl in her pocket.
That's bullshit.
What was it? A little
That's
owl?
bullshit fact.
Doesn't say it's real.
It's a little owl. She'd crush it.
It could be a taxidermy.
She would crush
owl.
it.
A taxidermied owl could fit in your pocket.
I mean, a taxidermy owl. I feel like it would have made the differentiation between alive and dead if it was dead, though. I feel like the implication of that particular statement was that it's alive.
Last one.
Fact number 8.
Mariah Carey's vocal range spans 5 octaves. I don't know what that sounds like.
Okay. It goes from to like that, innit? That spans 5 octaves, I reckon.
Just like that.
Biblical nipple says I do too, Luce. Brilliant. Just carry an hour around. Why not? Why not? Why not? Colin Farrell. So I hang on there. I hung on there, chat, for the extra gifted. Nothing happened, so we're going to go now. That's it. We're done. We were 31 away from 1750. Couldn't even do that, could you? Yeah, integrity, and then this bullshit owl. Carl Lavon says sack loose.
Yeah. I'm not getting paid anyway. It's fine. I'll go.
What do you mean you're not getting paid anyway?
I'm not getting paid.
You get paid in my company.
Oh, shut up. No.
I just haven't cared about any of these. So this fact book was in fact donated to the channel by a fan of the channel's, which we were very excited by. And it's not really as good as the other spurious fact book, is it?
I still have the other one.
We need to find a better spurious fact book.
Well, I still have the other one. It's not run out yet.
You've still got to win that book?
Yeah.
Why did we change books straight away then?
Because I nearly read this one cover to cover and it made me chuckle.
But you just missed all the pages that you've read so far?
I've missed all the funny ones, yeah. But this one kind of now pales in comparison, I'll be honest.
Does it?
Yeah.
That one gave us more laughs before, I feel. Zena, thank you for the 5. Look at you, you hero.
Maybe we just need to pick the book.
Well, we clearly need to keep going with the facts because Zena just gifted 5, so it's working.
Right, shall we do one from the old book then?
I think we should do one from the old book. 40k Punk, thank you for the gifted. See, it's working, look.
Okay.
It's working.
Okay.
We can get there. We've got 25 to go, chat. 25 to go.
Hold
What's
on
Lucifer's
there.
facts?
Oh, there's pages for me to make up facts. We should make up a fact. Right, who are we picking on now?
Zena just gifted 5.
Okay, so number 1 to 365.
1 to 365, Zena, pick a number. She's going to go 69. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Oh, my. You like pie? 3.1415.
He's just singing the pie song. Is that what you're doing now?
Yeah.
Number doesn't end in 69, no funsies, says Jonathan Richardson. Yeah, I know. Well, the second someone beats the total of 1750, they can set a new total and it can have 69 at the end if they want to. Fact, what is a bum? Just one long crack.
Oh, yeah, Lee helped me invent Front Bum Club.
He did, yeah, he did. So it has in fact picked
And-
69.
Women are revolting.
Yeah, you wanted your women. Lucian, my friend's missus, were trying to come up with a women's activist group, right?
Thanks, Zena.
So she wanted to come up with a women's activist group. She's like, we need a catchy name for our women's activist group. What do we call ourselves? And they were sat there for ages wrecking their brains coming up with these silly names. I was like, I've got one for you. Women are revolting. That's the name of the women's activist group that Lucy's
And then
making.
Lee went, oh, your hashtag could be Front Bum Club.
Hashtag Front Bum Club, yeah. Women are revolting. That's across a t-shirt, that. Women are revolting. Cantor, yes. What do you want? You like Bronson? Who? Go on, Luce. What's the fact?
You ready?
Oh, hang on. No, I wasn't ready.
Hippopotamus milk is pink.
Straight away better. Straight away
It's true.
better.
That one's definitely true.
Straight away better than all the other facts immediately.
That one's definitely true. I nearly, when the boys asked for strawberry milkshake with their dinner yesterday, I nearly
Told
was
them it was
like,
hippo milk.
here's some hippo milk. And I thought, no, I shouldn't, because some autistic people have a very particular relationship with food, and I shouldn't really change what strawberry milkshake means to them now.
Yeah.
It is just strawberry
Now
milkshake.
Storyteller's got a great idea. We could also find random Guinness Book of Records facts as well.
Ooh,
That'd be a good one, wouldn't it? Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Right, you beautiful people. I think we're going to finish 25 away. If you'd have hit that total, you could have changed it to something 69 related. Just saying. It's on you. Right, it's on you. There is no Sunday stream this week because I am running an RTT at the Factorum. If you're in the local area and you want to come and play, there's probably tickets still available. I will accept you putting in... I would accept you putting in a late list if you wanted to on BCP or something. It's 9th edition, right? No one fucking cares anymore. I think people are bringing silly lists to the RTT anyway.
Okay.
So I don't think it's much of a problem if you wanted to sign up now and come and join us at the weekend. Monday there isn't a 40k. Is that what am I doing Monday? I think I'm Monday. Am I busy Monday?
Monday's bank holiday.
Yeah, but I'll be working. I think we're doing a DMZ stream on the gaming channel, !gaming, if you want to come and join us on that channel. Let me just quickly look at Monday. Monday. No, nothing on Monday. So we will have a DMZ stream on Monday. Me, Joe, and probably the War Hipster will be hanging out in Call of Duty on the gaming channel. Like I said, ! Gaming, come and hang out with us if you want to. Tuesday, we're back with another live game. Someone asked for Starship Troopers. Someone asked for Tyranids versus Aston Retirements. I think Joe and I are playing that matchup, and Lucy's on the deck, and I don't really know either of those armies, so it'll be a laugh. Wednesday, we'll be back with another 40k show. There'll be a ton of new 40k rules to talk about from 10th edition. Thursday will be supposed to be Chat Plays. Just leave that there at the moment. I don't yet know what we're going to do. I'm not sure how this is going to work for this next stream. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. You're all amazing. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit that like button if you have not. Smash that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber yet. Like I said, already showing us that like 30 to 40% of people that watch our videos aren't subscribers, okay? So super easy. Just hit the button. Job done, okay? It's as simple as that. We have one tomorrow as well. El Stupido lists ahoy. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It'll be fine. Thank you for the 5 Cantor. He says, Luce, give us a handy. It's not yet a service the channel provides, Cantor, but, you know, if the super chats were big... No, I'm joking. He did say don't mean it was wind up. That's why I have no problems reading it out. Anyway. She looked there like, what do I say? What do I say? Customers, you say yes.
No.
Right, you people are amazing. Thank you for hanging out with us. I will speak to you all soon, you gorgeous humans. Anything you want to add?
Nope.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.